Hello, everyone. The Stack here. Hello. We're back for more today. Let's pick a different song to get started with. Sure. So last night, after a stream that was longer than I anticipated, we were able to create some barriers for the desert area, right? We've kind of got this set up just as a placeholder for now, but let's start building it out, filling it out, make it more interesting, right? So we've got all this stuff on the collision layer right now. I'm actually going to take my tile palette off on another window here, I think, on the monitor. That way we can get more screen real estate for the actual play area. This doesn't seem super big to me. So we might need to expand it some. I'm going to work on the collision layer itself right now. I'll grab a texture here. Start putting things in, right? Actually, what is on collision already? Okay, what is that on? And it's all on ground except for those bits. Those are on collision. Okay, so let's go to the eraser tool. Go to the collision layer on the palette map. Palette. There we go. Okay, so we can turn the ground back on now. And we need to fill this whole thing in with sand, so let me switch over to that palette, I guess. Desert. Sand. You. Try and keep the exact same size here. There we go. I need to go. Changing these layers is such a pain to me. I just did that on collision. There we go. Now we can go to collision. And get this over here. So if I put it there, that might work. Go smaller. No, I can't. Guess that's okay. Can I hide you? Default. Really is at the center of everything. Okay then. We're off to a wonderful start today. There we go. So let's do that is the center. So it's U for, or D for erase. Big old area. Ground. Okay. So now that we're on ground, there's that. Center that in the screen. What is going on? Come on. Go, Unity, go! It's locked up. Uses 1.7 gigs of burning, 1.8, 1.9. Okay, you've done something now. I think I'm making it too big. I have no scale for what I'm working with right now, right? Camera's not going to show anything. Especially with that locked up anyway. Memory's going back down now. That's good, right? It's freeing up memory. Come on, Unity. You spawned again. Maybe we draw lines and then do flood fill instead. About 2 seconds away from killing Unity. Task manager. Yep. Nothing's really changed. But we can't get back. Dim depths. That's not the one we want. Well, let's kill Unity again. I'm impatient. There we go. That's the overworld. We need to go to desert. Okay, and we've got our tile palette window. No, we don't. Gonna erase big area from collision and from ground. Nope. We're gonna go to the grid object, which is centered at 0 right there. We're gonna zoom in a bit. Bring on our brush. There we go. Back to why does that take so long? Like, I was doing this stuff just the other day just fine. My stream's messing up too, huh? They're doing this on ground. There's no collision map to turn off. Okay. Oh, I guess that was a pretty big area. I'm scrolling in forever to see it. How did it get that big? Okay, it's more than enough tiles for what we needed, so let's start erasing the ones we don't, right? Oh my gosh. I wanted a small area. Dang. There's just no stinking scale with it. I might have to like place. Yeah, let's see what that does to me. I'm doing Control Z. No. Let's do this instead. Just not. Oh. That's my original one. Delete that. Delete the collision layer. Okay, so nothing's there. Grid. Right there's the center. Let's zoom all the way in. And I'm going to place a single tile. There. Now I've got something to scale off of. To have a sense of scale at least. Maybe a bit more over here. It's looking okay. It's like this will be where you come into the desert area. Yeah. So I'll leave that there as like a marker, just let us know. And we need this side. Let's do it with this. Nope, wrong one. This one. That, and then erase the collision layer. Big area. There. Then for small area, we'll go right there, so you can walk into the area. Okay, and then we're gonna want that type of tile there, and that there, so you can get in. Then we'll need, like, I don't know, something that transitions you to the other area down below. And I'm doing it again. I'm painting on the freaking collision layer. I need to be painting on the ground. There, I can tell because the bounding box around it. Okay. So now we need this corner on collision. Just the middle piece, please. Okay. So there is our area. Let's go to extra objects. Still on the collision layer. We'll start putting in some dead trees among things. And this is where I've had enough of that type of thing, where this is collision, the tree I'm trying to place is collision, and you can't put them over top of each other. So let's duplicate the collision layer. Now let's create another one and just do it separate. So we're gonna do 2D objects, tile map, top, collision. Hopefully I don't regret that later. But what I'm thinking here is by having two of them, I can then place things on this one that'll be over top of the other one. And I do that by making that a higher number. We got 4, 5, this will be 6. So now it's going to show up over top of it, right? Yeah, okay, we'll do this. And we're going to take the collision tile map collider, add that. What else do we need? Rigid body 2D is going to get added by the composite collider. And then we'll use by composite. Here we go. So anything we place on this is going to be also a collidable area. Now down here it's not going to be as important because we're not going to let the player go there. But what I'm thinking I'll do is I'll have a tree here and a tree here. Oh dang it. Tree on this layer and a tree on this layer. And they can overlap each other then. Visually overlap each other. Looks like those have colliders set for just these two, which is okay. We don't necessarily need to stop the player from walking through the whole thing. Back to something like this. We can come down here and say top collision. Alright, And this could be collision again down here. The top collision can be erased for this. I swear that thing changes on me when it's selected. That gives me a nice layering effect of the trees and different objects by doing this. Can't see that though. So let's force the player to go off to the right a little bit with these trees and then figure out from there. So we're going to need one of the dungeon entrances in this area, right? We're going to need, what else? Another exit out of here to like the snow area. I think if I were to pull up my Photoshop file for that, there's a snow area to the north. Let's go up Trello instead. Trello, put an O in it, not a P. Trello, yes, Trello. Okay. Oh, so I didn't have anything to the north. So I guess we could just leave it as is. We could have an entrance to the green land, or the plains, basically. Off to the right. Let's do that. So back to the tile palette. We're going on the collision layer. We're going to erase that. That can give us our path off to the other area we're talking about. Back to the desert. We're going to grab this one on the collision layer. Paint it like that. There we go. To the ground layer next. Then let's switch to this one. Let's see what kind of path can we put. No, let's do rule tiles instead. There we go. And back to desert. Let's pick up some more of this. Back to collision. Okay. No, I think we're gonna take this instead. Just extend it out like that, and you have to walk into the green area, and there'll be something over here that'll take you off to the next level. There we go. Then go to this. Get enough of it to fill the screen, right? So because that'll be the only area you'll be able to walk over there, so we'll make it tall enough that it fills the screen. We don't need tiles like up here, right? We only need them where you can see. And then let's get like a tree or two, and then like once you cross over those trees, that'll be where we're on collision. There we go. Okay, let's undo that. Let's put this one on top collision so that it covers these guys. Put another one here on top collision. Then we'll go down here to collision. And add another one there. Or better yet, let's not do the trees. Let's do these as the border. Just keep you locked into this area, right? And we can do 1 or 2 trees. Because those are, you do top deco with these. Top deco. Because the player should be able to get out here to touch those, so there's no need to have a collision on them. Trying to think ahead of things like that. Okay, and then we can go back to our rule tiles, finish the road all the way to the end of the path here. The ground layer though, that's why it wasn't connecting up right. And this needs to visually turn down, I think. That is on collision. And let's just test with a regular main camera. Save this. I was gonna say that doesn't seem right. It was in 3D mode. Its position is all screwed up. That's a 0, 0, 0. Can't the camera see stuff? -10? Size is 10.0001. Let's get out of 2D mode, I guess. Where's everything? What? Great. Collision. Top collision. Deco? Ah, Unity. Where is my camera in relation to this thing? I need a way to move layers. Move to all tiles on all layers or something. Come on. Select all of you. I want to move you to the center of the screen. I want to select all of you. I want to say collision. And I want to move you too, because I'm going to lose you. To somewhere close. Deco? Those are all top deco. Okay, so let's work with ground first. So there's still something over there. Just need to know what layer you're on. There's got to be some better tools for this stuff, Unity. Okay, you're on top collision. I need to select you and move you close. Okay, so let's assume the ground's where we want it to be. Let's move collision by selecting everything and lining it up with the ground platform there. That seems to be good there. Got some minor things to fix. Okay, and then what is that? Deco. Nope. Must be top deco. There. Everything's where it should be or close enough. Now, where's our camera in relation to this? Okay. This is still way out of whack from where it needs to be, but whatever. There we go. Save all this. Let's go to our this world. Always loaded. Take this camera, copy it, go to desert, get rid of that camera, and then paste in the camera we had from before. That's the settings from the main overworld camera. Okay, and then we'll take and just disable this black fade. Good grief. Look at it come through the floor. Then we can go over here and see what it looks like in the game window. So we need to go further down and probably further up too with our ground layer. Ground. Oh, in the game window. Just go ahead and make that. Boy, if we're gonna have that much height, we need to make this whole desert area bigger. The camera's that tall. It's crazy big. Probably wider too. There we go, so that's kind of like how you get out of the desert, I guess. And let's just change these. No, I don't like that. There, that way it feels like it's got some trees and stuff leading into it. And then let's get some with a different bottom, I guess. Just for some variety. Okay, and that one got cut off, so we need to put that one on top deco, I guess. There we go. So that'll be the exit to the desert. This will be the entrance, this will be an exit, depending on how you look at it. I think the whole desert area needs to be taller. We're seeing that. Let's take the camera. There's not much vertical movement you have to do in the camera to get out. So like that would, so say when you cross like this spot is where it would load the next world. Like if I put a collider there to load the world. So let's get some of that grass and fill it out over here. With the right tool selected. on the right layer. Let's do my rule tile here. I'm just gonna leave it on ground because you're never gonna get over there. Okay, there's that. Oh, that's hilarious. I was trying to give it some variety and it's a pain. So this is going to be top deco to get the ground effect going. No. Desert one's going to need to be extended down. And that might be a flaw if I don't do this first, to give it some separation between the different biomes. Some flowers in places. Some lower flowers. I guess that path should continue on, shouldn't it? Then back to the overworld. This one. Oh, that's hilarious. It looks like the the bushes got flowers on it. We'll go with that. Let's put those on collision. Let's go to what's probably top deco. No. Okay. Get rid of that tree altogether. And go back to collision. Give a bush. Deco. To keep adding variety to the world, right? It looks nice. Okay. Don't want to go too heavy with the leaf piles, but kind of takes the path and sets it up, I think. Okay, let's go back to desert. And this. There we go. What you guys think? Alright, so if we went into the game window, that's how that particular spot would look. I'm almost thinking that this needs to start right there instead. So just grab our sand, ground layer. There we go. Then I like a sign to be in there that says, you know, this way to such and such. But I don't believe I have a sign that goes left and right that looks like a sign. I think we only got one that goes up and down. Well, this would work. Get one of these. Let's do that. So let's paint this on the deco layer. Gonna take up 2 spots though. Like that. Okay, let's go back to the collision one. Erase the bush. Move the bush just to the south of that. Exterior town. Nope. Overworld. This bush. Collision. Right there. Okay, and then we can add a interactable sign there from our prefabs. That's nowhere near where we're at with the camera. We say desert, and to the right is going to be what? What are we going to call it? Grasslands. I don't know. For now, that works. Just call it grasslands. So now when your player gets in this area and is inside that collision box of this thing, a little pop-up is going to come up that shows, hey, I've got something you can interact with. You hit the interact key, and boom, you're good to go. It tells you the message. Okay, that'll take care of that one. Let's... We're going to want something similar down here, but I think maybe we'll build that in the overworld and try and copy that section in here maybe somehow. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but we'll take a look at it. Yeah, it's probably going to be impossible to do. I don't think there's any copy-paste functionality in this thing at all. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about that flowers on the bush. It's kind of interesting. Top deco. It might be better with those instead, with the smaller amount of flowers. Let's put a couple of them in. It makes it not so bland, right? Having some variety to them. I think the desert needs to have a little bit of a maze feel to it, right? Which means we can use the trees, we can use these hill pieces to help with that. I think probably over here is going to be where our entrance to the dungeon will need to be. So I might need to take something like this bottom section here, I guess, and create it in the deserty theme. So that's a to-do. Let me add that to my Trello board so I don't forget. To-do. Desert entry tiles for based on sandy desert look. Add card. Oop. To the top. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, if you didn't have the grass on those, it'd be perfect. I could just take that and use that. I might actually make it for the side instead, because that's easier to build. Or to change, I guess I should say. So I would need to change that and that, right? All those. To line up with these. So I would probably need a texture. Let's go ahead and paint that there for right the moment. I would need a texture that goes from this section down to this. Because it's too tall for our blocks we have here. That, or we make it look like it's dug down into the sand some. I don't know about that. That's also a cave looking entrance, right? Because it's got the cave texture at the bottom. What about the dungeon entrances? They are pretty fancy. Could use like something like this maybe? Yeah, there's nothing that says that it has to be in a cave or on this cave wall, right? We could make an exterior feel to the temple. Or to the dungeon that's over here. Something like that, right? Might need to make it a little wider or something. And then these walls, right? Yeah, that could be the entrance to it. What we got here? What are these walls? That gave me a roof. Could we make it a roof, basically is what I'm saying. You. Maybe. Or we could do this. Only on the bottom. This instead, right? I think that's it. Okay, I'm back here. I think this might work with some modifications. I mean, we've got to make the sides of the wall anyway, right? So we'd have to do something like this to make it all... Oh, that's not going to quite fit, is it? We can make that work. And then put the post in where the post goes. And use these wall pieces from then on. So we can make it work, I guess. The post probably too soon. Yeah, we can make that look like a dungeon entrance. And we just need enough that, you know, when your camera comes in, you can see enough of the dungeons to know there is one. And like, maybe we make floors to the dungeons like Zelda or something like that, where your first floor may not be as big, so it doesn't, and then like the rest of it's underground kind of thing. So I think we've got some good options here. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. Yeah, so I need to go to the store with my wife for a bit. I will stop streaming here. I'll probably be back later though and pick up where we left off. So bye for now. Catch you later. As always, follow to know when I stream next, or check out my Discord. I'll use a message in there. Bye.